Hey everybody, my name is Schmidt. I'm a licensed clinical addiction specialist associate, certified belief therapist, and Christian counselor. Today I want to share with you why I chose to write my book, Cry, Exhale, Heal, A Journey into Inner Healing. I began writing the book as my own outlet for depression while living abroad. However, through writing, I was able to kind of come to the place of realizing that there are more people out there who are suffering with depression and suffering in silence. And so that's the main reason why I wanted to be able to share my book with other people so that they could realize that they aren't alone in their struggle with depression. Some of the things that I focused on while I was writing the book was just how much certain events impacted me and the things that began to cause me to take a hard look at myself. One of my favorite chapters is Bottled Up. That particular chapter is talking about what we deal with when we are suppressing our emotions and how suppressed emotions affect us. We live in a society where we are taught how to be mentally tough and to be mentally strong, but it seems as though when you are dealing with things and it triggers an emotional reaction, we seem to want to suppress that. I want to read to you just some different excerpts about what I experienced in this chapter, as well as how I was able to heal from suppressing emotions. One of the things that I provide in my book is my journal entries, and that allows my readers to connect with me in a more authentic way. So I'm going to start off by reading to you a personal journal entry. Should I suppress how I feel, or should I let it out? Can I let it out? Does it mean that I'm not capable of handling my emotions? I thought I had dealt with the issue of not being able to be real about how I feel. I guess not. I find myself trying to force being happy when I'm not. Is that okay? Is that okay for someone like me? Someone who is supposed to be strong? I wrote that particular journal entry when I was kind of in that battle of wrestling, of wanting to talk with people about how I was feeling, but at the same time wanting to also appear that I was strong and that I kind of had everything together. And one of the things that we struggle with, or that people struggle with when they're dealing with suppressed emotions, is this fear of how people will perceive them. Emotions are neither good nor bad. They're human reactions to situations that we deal with on an everyday basis. Now, how we express those emotions and how we let them out is the determining factor as to whether it will be productive or counterproductive. So I had to get to a place of realizing that just because I was having some emotional struggles didn't mean that there was something wrong with me, or that I was being too emotional, but it was for me to be able to pay attention to what was going on underneath the surface. You know, it's like getting cut. In the physical, if you were to get cut, you wouldn't continue to walk around and sit there and have that wound open while it's bleeding. You would attend to that wound. Where there are a lot of us who are walking around with emotional wounds, and we're not attending to the emotional wounds that are going on in our life. And I believe that one of the quotes that I use is a great example as to why people do that. And I'm going to read that to you really quick. If you pinch me, will you not expect for me to say ouch? Well, sometimes life pinches me, so why do you tell me I'm too emotional when I say ouch? We all experience things in life that will trigger emotional responses from us, but for people to judge us or to tell us that we're being too emotional, it's counterproductive to us really healing and dealing with what's triggering that particular emotion within us. One of the best things that you can do when experiencing situations like this is to give yourself self-compassion instead of self-judgment. Self-compassion says, I'm going to work with myself and be patient with myself while I work towards what I'm going through, whereas self-judgment is kind of going into that place of, I shouldn't be feeling this way, I just need to suck it up, I need to toughen up. All those things that we hear that continue to suppress what needs to be addressed in our lives. The way I look at it is like a balloon. The more you blow up a balloon, what's going to happen? It's eventually going to bust. It's going to pop. But if you take that balloon and you start slowly releasing the air out of it, it begins to slowly deflate. And for most of us, a lot of us, we're walking around, like a balloon, and we're one blow away from popping, because we have so much going on inside of us. And it's important for us to be able to find the spaces necessary for us to be able to release those emotions and deal with what's trying to get our attention. Remember, pain is never an indication that something is wrong with you. Pain is an indication that something needs your attention. Something is trying to get your attention, and something needs to be addressed in your life. Join me on my next session with Healing Moments with Schmidt.